Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Batuujin here and Janchiv here. And welcome to our cooking tutorial. And today we will be making what's called a tsuyon, a Mongolian traditional food. Contains meat, but in this case it will contain no meat. It will be totally vegetarian. Alright, let's move on to the ingredients section. Okay, here we are in the ingredients section, and what we have here is a cabbage, a paprika, a carrot, garlic and onions, some, how do you call this? Some other kind of onions.
Yeah,
fresh onions.
Fresh onions, I guess.
Some potatoes and some tomatoes to go on the side, and our last and secret ingredient, in this case, an Italian pasta. Now, the function of this ingredient is to work as a sort of cut dough, which we will add at the very last step of our cooking. Now, further explanations will be on the way. Welcome back, and here we are after the preparation phase. We are now ready to start cooking. Just a brief walkthrough. Here we have the onions and garlics cut into small pieces, and then here we have the carrots and a potato cut in. Alright, then next we have the paprika, and then we have the cabbage, all cut into shapes, well, narrow pieces, so that the shapes resemble the shape of the pasta. Now, we left the fresh onions and the tomatoes in the background because we will use them after the cooking is done.
For the finishing touch.
Exactly. Okay, cooking phase starts now, and first we heat up some oil. As Janchiv carefully demonstrates for us.
Oh shit, it's a bit too much.
Alright, that amount is a little bit too much.
Oh, who cares?
Alright, step one is to lightly fry the garlic and onions so that they achieve a brownish color. Well, not that brown, just lightly brown. Here we have a spatula. We are waiting for the oil to heat up. While we wait, we will let you in on some tsuyon background. Right. The food is nowadays traditionally Mongolian, but originally the meal originated in China, most likely, because the word is Chinese. Well, it used to be Chinese, because now none of our Chinese friends understand the word. And then during, I think, the 18th century, to the 18th to the 19th century, the Mongolia and China's traditions kind of melded, and then we ended up, a lot of Chinese things ended up as being Mongolian traditional things, which we now cherish. Now the oil is starting to pop.
Oh.
Maybe that's too hot, but here we have our master chef, Janchiv. This is we are still in step. Just an insight into step 2. After the light browning of the garlics and onions, we will put in the carrots and the potatoes. Lightly brown still increments. Anyway, continuing the trivia, to give you guys an image of what a tsuyon looks like is, I think you would have to imagine a type of spaghetti, but with flat pasta. But right, a spaghetti has the pasta at the bottom, and then the sauce on the top, right?
But in 7,
In 7,
it's all
everything
mixed
is
up.
mixed up and jumbled up. Or that might sound a bit, unsettling, but trust me, it tastes very good.
Yep. Usually in Mongolian food, you don't find anything that kind of side dishes. It's all in one thing. It's all in mixed, and we usually eat something like the soups. Also, it's mixed in one pot, and also a kind of fried rice, also in kind of mixed in one. So you can expect that Mongolian food is all in mixed in.
Yep, everything's mixed and that's how we like it.
And less dishes to wash.
True that. Now, preparations for step 2 is starting. It smells very good.
Well, but it's only onion.
Yep. Yeah, but frying onions do smell nice. Det låter bara hudskugga. Step 2 commencing. We might want to season it up a bit with some salt.
Actually, I think that we should add salt in the end. And
As our master chef says.
and we should, if we have kind of black pepper, we can add now.
We do have black pepper
Yeah.
and that's it.
We can add in after the third process of the paprika and cabbage. Anyway, should we start the third step?
As you say. Step 3 commencing. Paprika. Some info on the pasta though. Usually when we cook tuna, we make our own dough, starting with the flour, mixing it with water, some salt, and kneading the dough, and then rolling it, and then cutting it into little pieces. But then, since we don't have that much time, we can use these store-bought pastas. But to be honest, we don't know how this is gonna turn out, but it should be fine because we've checked, and
It's kind of elastic.
this is almost exactly the
Same as
thing we
dough.
need. So chances are it'll turn out fine. We'll let you know after we taste it through. And back in Mongolia, it's kind of made easy because you have prepared and cut doughs, especially made for tunas. So you go out to the store, you buy that, and you use it. Same setting as here, but only.
Now the cabbages
looking
are
colorful.
starting to go down, so we can steam it a little bit.
Yes.
Steam it a little bit so we can cabbage can go down. Okay,
Now is a waiting process.
about 2 minutes, I guess.
2 to 3 minutes. Waiting. From the nutritional side, this might not be the healthiest meal there is, but
As for Mongolians, it's almost heavenly food. we
say so. So
yeah. Oh, let's lower the heat.
lowering the heat a bit.
Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. With blue skies ahead, yes, I'm on my way. And there's nowhere else that I'd rather be.
I think we should add water.
So
There's no meat in here, so the vegetables will boil very quickly. Yep.
now we have boiled water. Well, it can be just a regular water. So now I will try and carefully put in just enough water. Will that be enough?
I believe it's enough.
We believe it's enough. Alright, we'll let it stay like that. Because since in this case we have more vegetables than dough, it might be wiser to put in less water, because if the dough gets all slushy and jumbly, like a half done stew or something, then that's not what we want.
Tell everybody I'm on my way, and I'm loving every step I take. With the sun beating down, yes, I'm on my way, and I can't keep this smile off my face, 'cause there's nothing like
This is the deciding moment. Our master chef has declared that the time is ripe to put in the dough. Alright, we have the dough. I have to open the other pat. I don't know how I will manage that with one hand, but I should do it. I have done. Here we see the dough. Right, you might not see the water, but the bottom of the pot is actually full of water. Right, we're kind of tearing some of the doughs in half, just because we don't want it to be too long. It will be very hard to eat.
Yep, next.
Now, the next dough, well, in this case, pasta. You could do this by, well, you could do this by knives, but
Hand is better.
it's easier. Oh, and if you're wondering, we did wash our hands, so don't worry. It's strange though. It's kind
We
of
should
reminds
add a
me
little bit more water. Can you give me
of lasagna.
about
Or
this
you
much
can
water?
add, you can't,
Yep, little bit. Yeah, that's good enough.
straight up add water onto the dough, because then we'll mess things up. So we have to create a hole and then pour some water in if we think that the water is not enough.
Now the steaming and cooking is done, and also we need to kind of finishing touch for green onions and tomatoes.
Precisely. Now we don't have much to do. We can just wait for like 5 minutes. And during that wait, we will cut off fresh onions and tomatoes. Fresh onions get sprinkled on the top for that nice oniony taste, and then tomatoes at the side.
Side of the dish. That's all.
It adds some moisture. See you in 5 minutes. Welcome back, people. Now it's been not 5 but around 8 to 10 minutes, and we checked during the wait, and then it wasn't quite done, so we waited a bit more, but now it should be done. So there was a bit of a mixing through the way. Now it's at a stratified level, the stratified stage where the dough is on the top and vegetables are at the bottom. But we want it mixed up, so now the final stage is to cut the electricity and then mix it up.
each other again, no matter what the distance.
At this stage we add the salt.
How much you add?
Not really sure.
Shot.
That is salt.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3/4 of a tablespoon. Any amount you like. It's not made to be too salty, so well, it can be made not salty at all. Now, during the wait, we have prepared cut tomatoes, little tomatoes, and we have cut the fresh onions, and after we put the serving on the plate, we can sprinkle this over it, and voila, we will have a dish. Still, we are in the process of mixing. Now, due to the uncertainty of how much water we put in, there might be some burning, but rest assured that the burning does not do as much damage as you think. Because some people even say that serving is perfect if it's a bit burnt.
Burned, yep. Yeah, I think it's good enough.
Not really sure where that comes from, but this one, it shouldn't be too burnt. This is how it looks like.
Ah,
Okay.
exciting.
Now, onto the plate it goes. Let's move this out of the way. I'm blocking the light. Ooh. And there we have it.
Sorry. Now,
And for the finishing touch, fresh onions, and voila! We have a homemade vegetarian serving. Ta-da! Here we have our master chef with his
and
grand masterpiece and the video man. Oh, sorry. So this is the end of our cooking video or tutorial, and we hope you liked it, and ta-da!